What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity.
And this is Alana, aka Mrs In10sity.
And our job is to
invoke thought
and help awaken the world's consciousness.
One person at a time.
Hopefully that person is you. Now this part of, I'm going to do two parts to this.
Yes.
We're going to talk about, wait a second.
What?
I don't think you should be here for this one. I think.
Why? Why is that?
I think I want to talk to the fellas about this.
Okay.
It has something to do with the fellas. So just come back in next video.
Okay.
Not even the next one, because that's erectile dysfunction too.
Alright, that's fine.
I think it's something that fellas want to talk about.
I understand.
The fellas instead of females.
Okay.
This is something that is near and dear to us.
Right.
And this hurts our ego. So let me holler at them and I'll get back. We'll handle later.
Alright.
Bye
Guys.
I'll talk to you later, babe. Now that we got that out the way, what's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now, being that this is a man-to-man thing, I feel like only us men should talk amongst each other when it comes to this. You know, this is going to, in the end, help the females out, but we need to really converse with each other and try to figure out a good solution to this problem, because a lot of y'all are going down a road where you're going to eventually experience this problem. This could really hurt your relationship. I mean, listen, females could probably cheat on you. You know, they could talk about you, they could gossip. It's really a thing that really will hurt a man's ego to the soul. And I really want to help you out, because all the things that you're putting into your body are messing you up for the future. Now, if you're already going through this problem, well, I'm going to help you out and help you understand how you can pretty much, you know, where it's coming from, what it is, and in my part two, because it's so long, in my part two, we're really going to start to getting to how you can find a remedy for these problems and the kind of foods you can eat to help you out, and so this can stop happening, because I understand this is really going to be a hard issue to talk about. And a lot of people that are going through it really don't want to talk about it. You know, you just want to kind of deal with it on your own, but without knowledge, you won't have any power. You know, without any power, you're not going to be able to satisfy a woman. This is an equal shot all together. So I want to get into what erectile dysfunction is. What is it? Erectile dysfunction, or ED, is the inability to achieve or sustain an erection, stable or for sexual intercourse. Causes include medications, chronic illness, poor blood flow to penis, drinking too much alcohol, or being too tired. Now, obviously, this is going to really hurt you a lot when you got to stop drinking and doing certain things, but you got to think about the end. What's going to hurt you more? Less hours at the bar, or less minutes inside of a woman, or not even being able to go inside of a woman because you can't even satisfy her, and then she's talking heavy shit about you. You got to pick and choose, people. Got to pick and choose. Wing night or woman, right? Think about it, right? So let's get into what can cause an erectile dysfunction. Now, a lot goes into achieving an erection. When you're turned on, nerves fire to your brain. Blood then flows into your penis. If all goes well, you're ready for sex. Sometimes all does not go well. Occasional problems aren't anything that need treatment. If issues happen more often, you may have erectile dysfunction, or ED. I don't think you understand what goes into actually achieving an erection. Like I always say, your body is a conduit to your mind, your brain. So if your brain and your body are not in sync, then the tools down low ain't working, alright? So let's get into some other things. Now, if date night regularly, you know, includes sushi and things of that nature, you might want to stop soy, because we're getting to things that really are going to, you know, hurt you in the end, you know, which cause erectile dysfunction. So we're going to get into a lot of foods that really cause erectile dysfunction. And soy is number one on the list, one of the number one GMOs out there. Now, like I said, a study at Harvard School of Public Health just found that a half a serving of soy poured per day was enough to slash sperm count by 40% in healthy males. Large amounts of soy can drastically reduce testosterone. According to a study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that men who had 120 milligrams of soy a day saw the decrease. So a lot of you guys out there getting those protein shakes in, trying to get those muscles popping. You know, for the females, a lot of females don't care about this, all this, if this ain't going, you know what I mean, going on. So y'all better get that soy out your diet right now, because testosterone going to be lower. And you know, if testosterone is higher, the ability to achieve muscle growth becomes more. When that lower testosterone, then we got a bigger issue. So you might want to get soy out your diet right away. Next one, white bread. Now they say there's a reason why white bread is an insult. Eating too much simple carbs can lead to weight gain, and increased body fat has been shown to raise a man's estrogen levels and lower testosterone. So fellas, estrogen is what females get, and testosterone is what men get. Now women do have testosterone too, just not as high as males. You don't want to go walking around with no estrogen. That's when you get male boobs and all this bullshit like that. So you might want to chill with the white bread, because white bread is a no-no for you, fellas. Let's get into the next one. Now, drinking. I'm talking about alcohol, I'm talking about beer, I'm talking about all kinds of drinking. Drinking at the bar at night to get a female, you do too much of that, you get into those 40s and them late 30s, you bring that female home and we ain't gonna finish the show, people. And then she gonna leave all mad, she gonna be talking about you, talking about he can't get it up, call you all limp dick and all this stuff. Think about it, alright? Now, there's no surprise that there's science behind it. Alcohol desensitizes and slows reaction time, and binge drink can affect hormone levels. Not only do you wind up with a beer belly, but according to a report in Strength and Conditioning Journal, researchers say that guzzling the alcohol equivalent up to 5 or more drinks appears to suppress the production of testosterone. Small doses like 1 or 2 drinks appear to have little or no immediate effect on testosterone, so keep things moderate. Drink 2 drinks a day. Now, they're like, well, what do you mean? I can't drink no more? No, bruh. You gotta stop it. Alcohol should be banned in general. It's as bad as any other drug. But they don't put that out there because they make money from it. So they, obviously. And people like to drink it and, forget about their problems. But obviously, man, listen. Alcohol is a drug. So if you want to, get that stuff working down there, you want to cut that alcohol in half. Because first you want to get the beer belly. So women don't like a lot of guys with beer bellies. I mean, some women do. But you want to get the quality woman like you with a beer belly. I mean, that's on you. But let's keep it real. You want a woman that, that's in shape or whatever, or you just want to, stay up for your performance level, you might want to get away from that beer belly, because if you want to lose weight, drinking like a lot of liquor is going to really hurt you. So think about that, fellas, for real. Alright? Next one. Non-grass-fed meat. Well, there's no surprise to this. The GMOs and the bullshit they put in meat are unbelievable. Think about it. They raise these animals in farms all together. It breeds sickness. They need the animal to stay alive until they kill it, right? So they put drugs in it to stay alive with a bunch of other animals. And then the meat could have been dead for 3 weeks before they actually got to you. You thought it was fresh. It wasn't fresh at all. Then they put drugs in it, and then the drugs go into your body, and then we got a cluster of nonsense going on in your body, which obviously is known in some cases to keep men sterile, all right? Keep men sterile and lower testosterone. But let's go into the facts. Now, whenever you're adding a protein-rich benefit of red meat to your diet, always choose grass-fed beef. Typical farm varieties often fed artificial hormones and antibiotics, which can cause a disruption in testosterone levels. Grass-fed is probably the best kind of meat because you're not getting all the drugs and everything like that. Now, here's the thing. Every single animal in the planet that's sold and governed by those people, Codex Alimentarius, fins, feet, or feathers has to be fed subclinical antibiotics. Alright, also for cows, you get the bovine growth hormone from the cow's milk and all that stuff like that. So just think about that, because if you're doing, so far, I went down a little list, right? And so far, a lot of you guys said, oh, I'm consuming every last one of those so far. So obviously you're understanding that you're going down a path for erectile dysfunction. You're supposed to be having sex way into your 80s or 90s, even until you die. But the problem is, stuff they're giving you in stores are really hurting you. So you might want to think about that before you keep on consuming all this stuff. You're killing your body before you even need to, die. Men in their 80s are supposed to be having kids. A healthy life is going to help you out with that. Even if you don't want to have kids, you still want to perform for your females. So think about that. All right. Now the next one is bottled water. Now I was guilty of this for a long time. Bottled water isn't the culprit here. It's the plastic bottle. All right. Now, a commonly referred to as BPA is a chemical component found in most plastic food containers and cans that's associated with negative impacts on fertility, both men and women. All right, the Slovenian study in the journal Fertility and Sterility, literally, I don't know how I'm terrible, found a statistically significant association between urinary BPA concentration, men, and lower total sperm count, concentration, and vitality. And a study out of Harvard School of Public Health found women with the highest BPA levels in body produce 27% less viable eggs. Alright? So that's the water. Water for you, the bottled water is not, the water itself is not bad, but bottled water is going to really hurt you. Think about it, people. Alright? The plastic in the bottled water absorbs into the water, and then we got a problem. Alright? And that's going to hurt the sperm count. It's going to hurt women's eggs. Think about it like that. Bottled water is not good. Put it in a glass container. Go get one of those metal bottles they sell in the store. Put your water. Think about it like that because you need to govern everything. Alright? The next one. Canned soup. Now, could SpaghettiOs be getting in the way of your think about it. Alright? Now, maybe canned soups and meals are notoriously high in dietary sodium. A can of SpaghettiOs has 1,780 milligrams, as much as 10 bags of Doritos. Oh my God. Alright? Which can lead to elevated blood pressure and diminished blood flow to certain parts of the body, including the genitalia. 1,780 milligrams of sodium. Do you know the recommended dosage is like 300 milligrams, and one can of SpaghettiOs, which you could probably give to your children, has 1,780 milligrams of sodium? Good God Almighty, that's unbelievable. Stay away from SpaghettiOs. It is crazy. Start reading labels. If you don't start reading labels, you're cooked. Think about it, alright? Flavored soda. According to a study published in Central European Journal of Urology, researchers found that high fructose corn syrup, the dietary villain, is attracted to all the wrong. Remember fructose corn syrup? That's Cousin Earl, alright? Remember I said about Cousin Earl? All the wrong kinds of attention these days because it is the main sweetener in soda. Increase the risk of erectile dysfunction because it raises cholesterol levels and damages the arteries in the penis. Alright? So think about it. That fructose corn syrup is a killer, and that video is coming soon. I'm doing a lot of research on it because when I come, I'm gonna come real crazy with it. All right, I'm gonna come crazy with it. So just no pun intended, but I'm gonna come crazy with it. It's gonna come with the facts, as you know I do. All right, because fructose corn syrup is the #1 biggest killer that y'all don't even realize. Y'all don't even realize it. All right. Next one is farm fish. When you're buying fish, always opt for wild over farm, which is often packed with contaminants. Analyzing 700 salmon bought in stores from Edinburgh, Scotland to Seattle, Washington, a team led by Ronald Heights, PhD of Indiana University, found that the farm product contained up to 85 more PCBs, cancer-causing industrial chemicals that were banned in 1979 than the wild variety. Other chemicals found in farm fish include dioxins from herbicides, the most famous being Agent Orange. Exposure to PCBs and dioxin has been linked to lower testosterone levels. Now, obviously, you want to think about this because tilapia is worse than bacon. Whoa, tilapia? I like tilapia, right? I used to too, until I realized it was the pork and fish and it's worse than actually bacon. Think about it. Alright? Raising these fish in all this farm, it's breeding stuff, they put a bunch of stuff in it, and some of these fish are made in labs. Like salmon, a lot of it is made in labs, so you want to think about that as well, because you gotta understand, you must govern your body, or you're gonna be stuck like Chuck in that bedroom. You're gonna be in that bedroom with your female, got the mood all right, got the candles all going, she got a back rub, and then either she goes down on you, or y'all get to it, and your stuff ain't working. That will kill your ego. Men are prideful. We're prideful, right? We want to be the man in the bedroom. What if we couldn't satisfy our woman? What if you're a young boy right now and you eat like shit, right? And you satisfy your woman, you're a jackrabbit to her, right? And then all of a sudden you get in your 30s and you can't even perform no more. Damn. And then she cheat on you for the next dude. A dude that's healthy. That can do her real good, love her a long time, right? How you feeling now about those drinks you had? How you feeling now about that soda you had? How you feeling now about those protein shakes? You got the muscles, right? But you ain't even working on big muscle. Think about it. Use your brain, people. Use your brain, alright? Now, microwave popcorn. Not only is microwave popcorn one of the 8 foods most likely to cause cancer, it is bad for your erection as well. The culprit in both cases, the lining of the bag, conventional popcorn, microwave popcorn bags are lined with the perfluoric tanninic acid. It's called PFOA, also called C8. High levels of PFOA exposure have been linked to lower testosterone level. So you were sitting with your lady, eating the popcorn, at the movie pop, Netflix and chill, right? You're Netflix and chilling, right? And then y'all get to it, but y'all eat it every night, right? And then you're ready to go in, and you can't go in because you're like this. Right? You want to be like this, don't you? You want to be like this. But you can't be like this because you like this. And then she's like this. Think about it. Alright? Next one. Biggest killer right here. Processed food. Stay away from McDonald's, Burger Things, Taco Hell, Wendy's, all that shit. Alright? Processed food is a killer. Now, processed meats contain high levels of saturated fats and cholesterol, which clog the penile arteries because they are small and quickly easy to collect plaque. Think about it, right? That shit is bad for you. I'm telling you right now, when you get healthy and get the healthy stuff in you, you will feel like a king in the bedroom because you will be a king in the bedroom and she will bow before you because you are knocking that shit out. I'm talking about knocking it out until you're 50s, 60s, 70s. Oh, come on, girl. Come on. My legs is got a little arthritis. My equipment work. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. We gonna do it again. Third time today. Yeah, you're supposed to be like that in your old age. So think about it, fellas. If you're going through erectile dysfunction at this early age, you are hurting right now. Because you in your 40s going through this stuff, man, in your mind, you're probably thinking like, well, it's supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to do it forever. That's some bullshit you told yourself because you're eating like shit and you can't stop what you're eating. Or you don't even know what's happening. I'm here to tell you what's happening. You were eating like shit and and things are happening to your equipment because you're eating like trash. Take care of your, some of you men, if y'all took care of your bodies like you took care of your cars, you'd be walking around with a 6-pack into your 80s or 90s. Trust me. Alright, next one is dairy. Now, cheese is one of the biggest, highest foods in saturated fat, which can lead to arterial blockage. When it comes to both milk and cheese, cows often fed artificial hormones that have been shown to cause endocrine disruption. The University of Rochester study published in a Journal of Human Reproduction, men who consume more dairy products had significantly less moles of sperm than others who consume less. Them protein shakes y'all taking that you buying, that shit got all dairy in it. The milk, the whey protein, all those supplements you taking, they got all that dairy in it. Man, you got the muscles going right there. You got the muscles, right? You got the muscles. You want that jump pumping. You taking your protein shakes. Man, you fucking yourself up. That shit down there about to die on you. So what you want? You gonna have these, or you gonna find a better way? You can still have these without the dairy and all that other stuff. You can still have that. You just gotta change up your options. Take care of yourself. Next one. Pizza. Domino's, Papa John's. Oh, it's all good, right? All right. The pizza spots on the corner. Pizza Hut. I love them too. Chill on it though. When it comes to refined carbs and cheese pizza, it's double trouble for your erection. According to a Harvard study, it's the second highest contributor to saturated fat intake in America. If you want to completely kill your erection, order a meat lover's pizza. Don't be surprised if that's the only thing the loving you getting tonight. Think about it, alright? Don't be surprised, that's all you got. Meat lovers, huh? You're going to be having trouble with your own meat by yourself. You ain't sharing it with your female because it ain't going up. It's staying right where it's at. Just like that. Think about it, alright? Mint. I didn't know this one. Now, a study printed in the Journal of Physiotherapy research found that spearmint can significantly reduce levels of testosterone, a hormone that plays a big role in libido. In a separate study published in the Journal of Urology, researchers gave one or more of the rats water and other peppermint tea. Ultimately, the rats who drank those tea had lower levels of T, testosterone meaning. If you like the occasional cup of mint tea, don't swear off this stuff, just consume it in moderation. Obviously, you want to consume this stuff in moderation, you want to be safe, and you want to chill with it because it can affect your testosterone levels dramatically, so you want to be chill with that, alright? Now, let's go into these drugs, right? Now, I went into my last video with the drugs that they take that pretty much, hurt your, that they give you to try to counteract with it. The Viagra and the Extends, right? They're both full of shit. You want to learn about the drugs and what the side effects are. It's over 100 side effects of taking it. Now, if you want to risk side effects just to get up, you're lazy as hell. Come on, man. You gotta really, if you want your stuff working properly, you really gotta take care of yourself. I care about the fellas, man. I care about y'all, man. Because I know for me, I want somebody to tell me how to get myself right for the bedroom if I actually didn't know. Because for a couple years ago, maybe like 6, 7 years ago, I didn't know about this stuff. I was going through a lot of stuff. I was going through mid-erectile dysfunction. I was going through it too. I didn't want to have sex. I was having trouble. I had to drink to get up sometimes. You know, I know how it is. You think it's like the female, whatever. It's not the female. It's something going on here, right? Your brain and your body not working together because what you put into your body is affecting your brain. All right. So part 2, I'm going to put up probably tomorrow, is going to be about the foods and the measures you can take to eliminate erectile dysfunction or to prevent it from happening in general. And there's certain foods that really are going to help you out with that. And I'm going to get into those. It'll be too long. I'm watching who's watching my videos. Always look at my description. Get the MACA powder, get the black seed, and your sex life will change for good. But we're going to get into that in the next video. Besides that, this is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity. And my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.